Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Tuesday, the 3rd of June. The Solar on School scheme is getting underway with up to 500 sites in line to get alternative power options. The government's today confirmed details of the $30 million funding aiming to cut school power bills and boost resilience. Rollout will begin over summer and should wrap up by 2028. Prime Minister Chris Luxon says it'll reduce schools' reliance on the grid.
They'll be able to sell back any excess electricity they produce into the grid, and modelling by ECA shows that the panels themselves will pay back within a 5 to 7 year period.
Questions from Labor on whether there's a wider pattern of government officials attempting to evade the Official Information Act. The Prime Minister yesterday revealed a former staffer received a lobbying document from Fonterra on their personal email relating to a legal case challenging businesses over climate damage from pollution. Chris Luxon claims it had happened without his knowledge and is unacceptable. Labor's Ginny Anderson says it's worrying as it undermines transparency.
This isn't the First Minister. We've had Erica Stenford using her Gmails heaps as well.
A push to eradicate TB-infected possums to stop the disease's spread on beef, dairy and deer farms. The government's approved a plan focusing on the central North Island, Hawke's Bay and Otago, where the pests with bovine tuberculosis are more concentrated. The goal is to fully eradicate the disease from possums and livestock by 2040. Funding will stay at $60 million a year for the next 5 years, shared 60% by farmers and 40% by the government. Biosecurity Minister Andrew Hoggard says the country is close to having 0 infected herds, with just 16 remaining. A small player in the grocery sector says they're starting to make real headway. The Commerce Commission's reporting major supermarkets still hold a tight grip on more than 80% of the market. But it suggests we're seeing more independent grocers entering and expanding their reach. Kaiko spokesperson Ethan Vickery says the way the system works can often be a strength.
When you're talking fresh food and fast-moving food like eggs, dairy, meat, produce, it's actually not an advantage to have good infrastructure, so it allows us to move more freely.
Wellington's mayor is warning amalgamating councils is unlikely to reduce rates in the short to medium term. Andrew Little laid out his thoughts in a speech this morning on the August deadline to submit proposals to the government. Councils that don't submit risk being forced into amalgamation later. Little says he's open to buddying with neighbouring councils, but the upfront cost cuts don't look promising.
From what I know now, I could not make a case for amalgamation based solely on what it's going to do to rates.
American streaming giant HBO Max has unveiled plans and pricing 2 weeks from its launch in New Zealand. Plans will start from $15.99 a month. To sport. Liverpool have reached a verbal agreement with Andoni Iraola to take over as the club's new manager. Iraola, who left Bournemouth at the end of the Premier League season, is poised to sign a 2-year deal to replace the axed Arne Slot. Ex-All Black Ma'anonu is about to end the latest chapter in his rugby career, with Toulon confirming the 44-year-old is departing the club for the 3rd time. Warriors hooker Sam Healey is expected to be sidelined for up to a month after he suffered a fractured thumb during Sunday's loss to the Panthers. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.